Hello, this is Professor Tom, here to talk to you about Asperger syndrome and eye contact. Now, most of my life I didn't know that I had Asperger syndrome, didn't know what it was. But one thing I figured out early on is it was very difficult for me to talk to people and look them in the eye. I remember especially at one point I was watching a Disney movie in the theater, and there were a bunch of people talking, and it would show pictures of their face as they talked in their eyes. And I noticed that I had to avert my eyes, and it's like, okay. And I went around and I just thought of myself as being shy. Now fast forward, I'm getting older. I would like to spend some time with girls. But again, I've got Asperger's, I'm socially clumsy, not much is happening. Now, I had a brother who didn't have Asperger's, that was what's called a ladies' man. And I asked about women, and I asked him, well, how do you get women to really like you? And he says, oh, it's eye contact. What? Eye contact. Okay. So if I can't make eye contact, how am I going to get girlfriends? Duh. So, I just started college and I came up with a plan. And it was a real simple one. As I walked on campus between classes, I would look at the strange women walking by, and I don't mean they were strange, but the different women walking by that I didn't know, and I would just look at their eyes. And literally, it causes this intense emotional reaction, especially at first. But I would just like hold on, because I had a lot of control I'd learned from doing yoga when I was younger. And anyway, I just went and I would look and I would stare. And I would be aware of the feeling. Eventually, the feeling gets less intense. It becomes easier to look at people in the eyes. But still, when you are looking people actually in the eyes, it's a pretty intense thing for most people. And I remember when I was in college, I had some Japanese friends, and they told me that in their culture, you didn't really look people in the eyes, you looked at the tip of their nose. Okay? So, even though I do look people in the eyes from time to time, I generally look at the face and at the tip of the nose. This gives the appearance of eye contact as needed. Now, you just don't want to sit there and go at people. That's going to be a little creepy, right? And you can read up online various advices about how long to do this and do that. But basically, if you look at a person's face for the most part, and occasionally as you think, look away, that's pretty normal, okay? And that's one thing when you've got Asperger's. You've got to learn to do things that come naturally to most people. So, if you have Asperger's, remember one of the first things you need to do is come up with a strategy to learn to make eye contact without being emotionally shall we say, upset somewhat, or feeling unconfident, and learn to look at people's faces when you talk to them. Well, I've covered that subject for now, so I'll talk to you later, and have a wonderful week.